What if I told you that in the year 2525, Earth could be a place you wouldn't even recognize? I'm talking about a future so insane it sounds like it's straight out of a movie. Today, we're going to explore 10 of the craziest, most mind-blowing theories about what our planet could become in the next 500 years. We're going to look at everything from AI governments that control your feelings, to humans living in giant underground cities, to aliens literally becoming our next-door neighbors. Seriously, you won't believe some of these ideas. Now, before we jump in, I want to be super clear. These are just wild, imaginary theories. We're not claiming any of this is going to happen, but it's fun to think about, right? This entire video is a massive what-if experiment. We're pushing the limits of imagination to see what kind of futures we can cook up. We've spent thousands of hours researching and visualizing these scenarios to bring you the most insane possibilities for our planet. So, get ready, because your mind is about to be blown. As we go through each of these 10 insane futures, I want you to think about one simple question. If you had to choose one of these worlds to live in, which one would it be? Would you pick the world run by robots or the one where you can fly to the past for vacation? Let's find out. This is going to be our craziest video yet. Let's go! Imagine a world where every single decision is made by an ultra-intelligent AI. In this future, there are no presidents, no prime ministers, and definitely no elections. Instead, a global AI network called the Oracle governs everything. It manages the global economy down to the last penny, controls the weather to prevent natural disasters, and even optimizes traffic flow in every city on the planet. It's perfect, it's efficient, and it never makes a mistake. The AI knows what humanity needs better than humanity itself. The craziest part? The AI doesn't just manage society, it manages you. It monitors public sentiment and emotional states through bio-implants, releasing calming pheromones into the air if stress levels get too high in a city. It allocates resources based on a perfect algorithm, so there's no poverty, no hunger, and no war. But there's also no real freedom. Every choice, from your career path to what you eat for dinner, is a suggestion from the AI, designed for maximum efficiency and happiness. You live in a perfect world, but you didn't choose it. In this next future, humanity made a huge mistake. We pushed the planet too far. By 2525, the surface of the Earth is completely uninhabitable. I'm talking about extreme heat waves that can boil water, acid rain that dissolves metal, and radiation levels that would be instantly fatal. The air itself is a toxic, unbreathable soup of pollution. The surface is a wasteland, a massive, planet-sized monument to our failure to protect it. It's completely silent up there, except for the howling winds and the hum of machines. So where did everyone go? We went down. Humanity survived by building massive, sprawling megacities deep underground. These subterranean worlds like Geo-Arcadia or New Babylon are technological marvels, miles below the surface. They have artificial suns that mimic the day-night cycle, vast hydroponic farms that feed billions, and everything you could ever need. Above ground, legions of autonomous robots work endlessly, attempting to clean up the mess we made, slowly terraforming the planet back to life. But no human has set foot on the surface in over 100 years. Okay, what if we didn't destroy the Earth but we left it to save it? In this timeline, humanity realized that we were the problem. So, in a massive undertaking called the Great Exodus, we packed our bags and moved to colonies on Mars, the moons of Jupiter, and giant space stations. We left Earth behind, turning it into the ultimate protected nature reserve. The entire planet is now a pristine, wild sanctuary, a living museum of what the world was like before we industrialized it. With humans gone, nature has reclaimed everything. Forests have swallowed up the ruins of our greatest cities. Herds of bison roam through what was once Times Square, and whales swim freely in oceans that are crystal clear again. The only people allowed to visit are scientists, historians, and artists, and they have to follow incredibly strict rules. They travel in silent anti-gravity pods to observe the planet without leaving a trace. Earth is no longer our home, it's a sacred monument we visit to remember where we came from. So what do you do when the seas rise and the ground becomes too hot to live on? Well, you go up. In this future, humanity responded to climate change not by leaving Earth but by building a new world in the clouds. These are massive floating cities, some the size of entire countries, held aloft by powerful anti-gravity technology. They drift peacefully through the upper atmosphere, far above the floods, storms, and, the scorching heat of the surface below. They really are the ultimate feat of engineering. Life in these sky cities is incredible. They're powered by clean energy, harvested directly from solar winds and lightning storms. Giant waterfalls cascade from the edges of the floating islands, creating rainbows that stretch for miles. People travel between cities on personal flying vehicles or on massive sky trains that connect the floating metropolises. The surface of the Earth below is now a vast steamy ocean, mostly abandoned, but some people still venture down in submersibles to explore the drowned ruins of the old world. It's a beautiful, but haunting, new reality. In this version of 2525, humanity achieved something incredible: true unity. After centuries of globalization and digital connection, all the world's languages, traditions, and cultures slowly blended together into a single, global civilization. This new culture is called Terranism, and everyone on the planet speaks a universal language called Globan, a mix of English, Mandarin, Spanish, and other major languages. National borders have been completely erased. There are no more countries, only administrative zones. Imagine a world without national pride, only human pride. Instead of flags, people display holographic symbols of unity and progress. Cultural festivals are a global affair, mixing traditions from every corner of the old world into something new and exciting. You might eat sushi for breakfast, wear clothes inspired by African textiles, and listen to music that blends Indian ragas with German techno. It's a world without conflict, a world where everyone sees themselves as a citizen of Earth first and foremost. Everyone is connected, everyone is the same. Get ready for this one because it's pretty insane. In this future we are not alone, and we haven't been for a while. In the year 2210, a peaceful alien species known as the Lumen arrived on Earth. Their homeworld was dying and they needed a new place to live. After decades of negotiation, humanity made an unprecedented deal. We agreed to share the planet. The Lumen were given control over the Eastern Hemisphere, while humanity kept the Western Hemisphere. A peaceful coexistence began. By 2525, this arrangement has created a truly unique world. You can travel from human territory to alien territory, crossing a biodome border that separates the two ecosystems. The Lumen have terraformed their half of the planet to resemble their home world, with strange bioluminescent forests and bizarre architecture. Interspecies communities have sprung up along the border, creating hybrid cultures and technologies that are a blend of human and alien innovation. It's a world of two species, sharing one home, learning from each other every single day. In this timeline, scientists discovered a terrifying truth. Earth's core was becoming unstable, and as a result, the planet's natural gravitational field was starting to fluctuate wildly. One day you might feel twice as heavy, and the next you might start floating away. To prevent the planet from literally tearing itself apart, humanity embarked on the most ambitious engineering project in history. We built a network of massive gravitational stabilizers deep within the Earth's crust, powered by the planet's own geothermal energy. Now in the year 2525, Earth's gravity is entirely artificial and completely controllable. A global gravity control grid keeps everything locked at a perfect 1G, but they can also change it. Special zones have been created for recreation, like low-gravity parks where you can jump hundreds of feet in the air, or high-gravity gyms for extreme athletic training. The technology has even been weaponized, with the ability to create gravity wells to stop asteroids or unauthorized spacecraft. We literally control one of the fundamental forces of nature on a planetary scale. Why live in the real world when you can live in a perfect one? In this future, the physical world was seen as just too messy, too unpredictable, and honestly, way too full of suffering. So humanity, well, they chose to escape. Almost the entire population now lives in a massive shared digital universe called the Nexus. It's a full immersion virtual reality that's, indistinguishable from real life except for one thing: it's a paradise. You can be anyone you want, do anything you want, and basically live out your wildest fantasies. Your physical body is safe and sound, floating in a nutrient-rich life pod in a massive automated facility. These facilities, or cradles, house billions of bodies, all cared for by AI custodians. Meanwhile, your mind is totally free in the Nexus. You can explore fantasy worlds, build entire galaxies with just your thoughts, or just hang out with friends on a perfect digital beach. People only log out for major life events or emergencies. For billions, the digital world is now the only world that really matters. Have you ever wanted to see the pyramids being built? or watch a real-life jousting tournament? In this future, you actually can. By the 25th century, scientists finally cracked the code to time travel. But yeah, it's incredibly regulated and expensive, making it the ultimate luxury experience. Temporal tourism agencies offer these carefully curated trips to the past. They don't let you go just anywhere, though. You can only visit specific observer zones where your presence won't alter the timeline. Wealthy tourists travel back in time in invisible, intangible chrono bubbles, which lets them witness historical events firsthand without interacting with anything. You could float through the streets of ancient Rome, watch Shakespeare's plays at the Globe Theatre, or even see dinosaurs roam the Earth from a safe, elevated platform. It's honestly the most exclusive vacation in existence. History is no longer something you just read about in a book. It's a destination you can visit for the weekend. The past is now a theme park for the super rich. In this final future, humanity's ambitions outgrew our home planet. As we expanded across the solar system, Earth became, well, a little old-fashioned. The center of human power, commerce, and culture shifted to a new, more strategic location, the Moon. The Moon is now home to Luna Prime, the sprawling, domed capital city of the human solar empire. It's where the biggest decisions are made, where the most advanced technology is developed, and where humanity's future is, really forged. Earth, by contrast, has become a quiet, nostalgic tourist destination. It's a beautiful, well-preserved planet, but it's seen as a bit of a backwater. People from across the solar system visit Earth to experience its famous gravity, see its blue skies, and walk on real grass. It's kind of like visiting a charming, historic small town. The greatest universities and corporations are on the Moon, the seat of government is on the Moon, and if you want to be where the action is, you have to leave Earth behind. Our home has become our museum. So there you have it, 10 absolutely insane potential futures for our planet. From AI overlords to floating cities to sharing our world with aliens. It's hard to even wrap your head around some of these. We went from a world run by perfect AI to a world where we live entirely in a computer simulation. Each one is a completely different reality, a different path humanity could take over the next 500 years. It's honestly mind-blowing to think about how different things could be. But wait, what if there's one more theory? A bonus twist that's even crazier than all the others. What if, after billions of years of existence, Earth itself became self-aware? Imagine the planet as a single living consciousness with its own thoughts, its own goals, and its own feelings about the humans living on it. Would it be a kind, nurturing God, or would it see us as a virus? That's a thought that's both amazing and absolutely terrifying. Now I have to ask you, which of these futures do you think is the most likely, or which one scares you the most? Let me know in the comments below, I read all of them. And if you want to see more wild theories and mind-blowing what-if scenarios like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the future.